give us remarks will be the board chairman of McDan Group of Companies, Dr. Daniel Mckorley. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes.
The youth is very important in this country. A lot of people think the youth population in Ghana is less than 40%, but I'm taking it up to about 68%. What is Ghana youth up for? I have traveled far and wide. I have seen many countries. I have interacted with many youth all over the world. And one thing that struck me most is the Ghanaian youth is very intelligent, very assertive, but very slow. You are here as young entrepreneur, young diplomats. What is the next step for you? I normally like to speak to the youth directly so that we can understand each other. What is killing the Ghanaian youth is everything had to be cast in stone. Every time the Ghanaian youth want to be helped, every time the Ghanaian youth is trying a new thing without common sense. Forgive my language, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't speak the English of a diplomat. Neither do I speak the English of an economist or a politician. I speak sharp. So forgive me, but I believe that we are brothers and sisters. If you can pick a cue for what I'm saying, you understand that the Ghana tomorrow is for all of us. And you have a brighter future in the Ghana today. Because some of you will be diplomats, ministers, parliamentarians, presidents, governors. I mean, you can understand what I mean. But how do you get there? Are you getting there fully loaded in brains, or you are getting there empty? Do you want to go through the academics? Just go ahead and get your promotions through your work without being a very, very, very industrious youth. If I may say, not long ago, I interviewed 48 MBA students. I said this on one platform. I didn't get a single one of them to employ because I didn't see. They have nothing to offer me on the job market. Do you want to be a young diplomat to step out there empty? What do you read? How do you challenge your own environment as a young diplomat? Are you part of this organization because it's young diplomats? Why are you here? What do you want here? What do you need out of here? That's a question you have to ask yourself. From that day, I decided not to employ degrees and diplomas anymore. I started employing attitude. What is killing the Ghanaian youth is the right attitude. So anywhere I go, I try to press down on attitude. Simply because if you want to be a billionaire, 70% is attitude. 25% is skill, the skill you have. 5% is the knowledge. So how do you get there? What do you want as a Ghanaian youth? African youth. Some of you will step out there. You'll be working in the West African sub-region. You'll be in the West African Parliament. Some of you will stand as MPs. I mean, the opportunities out there very great. But how do you challenge yourself as a young diplomat? Do you want to read books? One thing I noticed was that young men of today wants to be rich as at yesterday. There is one underlying factor in becoming rich. There's something called consistency. If there is no consistency in your vocabulary, there's no way you can get there. You will see a youth today in the IT sector. Tomorrow, you'll find him in the banking sector because his friend just got a promotion in the banking sector. Another youth, you see him somewhere else. If you don't take time, you spend 15, 20 years of your life just moving from one job to another job and staying in the single and chamber bedroom. For me, why are you here? From today, as the liberation starts today, I need you to ask yourself that question. Why are you here as a young diplomat? What do you want to do for Ghana? This is a very good topic. The theme, open and responsive government, pathway to sustainable development. This is for you and me. How do you understand that theme? What is the theme made up of? What are you taking out of that theme? What part do you play just on that theme? All of you turn and read the theme again. I need you to read it to your own understanding. Open and responsive government, pathway to sustainable development. You think this is for government of Ghana? This is for you and me. How do we see this? How do we understand it? It's for you and me. How do we see this thing? You live here for yourself. What do you do to make a difference in the society you find yourself in? How do you step out of here to be a better person tomorrow? You do it for yourself and you do it for Ghana. But for me, by the end of these deliberations, I want each and every one of you to take something out of here. I want to be noted, not for how much money I have made, but how many lives I've touched. That is what I want to be noted for. What do you want to be noted for? Some of you are very great in the brains. What do you add to the society around you? I don't want to ask my children, when you grow, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a diplomat? Or you want to be a doctor? I want to ask my children, what solution do you want to bring to mankind? What can you create? What can you add to the word you came to meet? Have a lovely deliberation. I wish you all the best.